Most people have at least a vague idea of how to set a boundary. For instance, I will not accept shouting in this relationship, or I will not accept alcoholism in this relationship, or I will not lend money in this relationship. There are infinite variations emotional, relational, financial, whatever it is, but it all boils down to the idea of I will not accept X, whatever X is. Because a boundary, in essence, is a checkpoint or a wall that does not let things in. And if you're smart about it, you build that wall just the right way so you keep the bad stuff out while still allowing the good stuff to come in. So most people know what their boundaries are. This is typically something intuitive, so that's not the problem. The first problem is setting the boundary. So you know what it is that you do not want to accept, but you hesitate to make that explicit. You know something wrong is going on in the relationship, but you'd rather not say something. You don't ever really come across anyone who says, I like being cussed at and stolen from and ignored and disrespected. But you do see a lot of people who accept being cussed at, stolen from, ignored, and disrespected. The problem isn't in knowing your boundaries. The problem is in actually setting your boundaries. This is very common. You don't want to hurt the other person's feelings, you don't want to cause a disruption, etc. But you have to understand there's a price to that. And the price to that is the gradual but certain death of the relationship. If you do not set a boundary, your relationship will die. This is without a doubt. Let's say your spouse always shouts at you during an argument, and you would really want to draw a boundary on shouting, but you hesitate because you don't want to disrupt the relationship, as if it isn't already disrupted. But in any case, you hesitate. So the shouting continues, and you start feeling resentful about the relationship, and you disconnect. And as a result, your spouse can't reach you, and he's disconnected too. And so he's frustrated, and then he shouts some more, and you withdraw more. And that just repeats itself in a vicious cycle. Shouting, hesitating, resentment, disconnection. And you could have stopped that cycle, but you chose not to. And so instead, after 15 years of viciously and painstakingly repeating that cycle, the relationship is dead. And that's what I mean when I say that if you do not set a boundary, your relationship will die. A boundary is there to interrupt that which could be fatal to a relationship. For more thoughts and thinks, like and subscribe. For suggestions, leave a comment. To speak to a representative, press 1.